First, let's pay homage to the lineage gurus. Homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Zongko. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. And homage to Master Thubten Dorji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of the group practice this evening, of the Western realm of Utmost Bliss Sukhavati, Amitabha Tathagata, Namo Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, Namo Mahastama Prapta Bodhisattva. 师母, Tanjung Gyatso, Thubten City, Thubten Kama, all Dhamma masters, Dhamma educators, Dhamma teachers, Dhamma instructors, Dhamma teaching assistants, and disciples present here and over the internet. Good evening, everyone. How do you do? These are greetings in different languages.
Hola amigo, que quiero mucho. Scoin, Ichiba, Kimoji, Jumi, Yapi, Puri, Konbanwa.
Today, I would like to discuss two things. The first thing, do you want to get really wealthy? If you want to get really rich, you should know the rule. Today, Dasilamu came to the Lichang temple. In order to get rich, there is one very important etiquette or manners is to make offering, and like when she comes and you want to get rich, then you have to offer baijiu, the grain liquor or spirit, 3 rounds, 3 cups in 3 rounds. But are there any alcohol here? Any spirit or hard liquor? Unsweetened. So remember, after going home, you need to make an offering of a white hatha, 2 mirrors, and 3 rounds of the liquor, and white flour or champa, Tibetan roasted barley flour. Those are the basic offerings that you must make. Although in Buddhist precepts you cannot drink alcohol, but she's a worldly protector, a protector of the world, so she requires the baijiu, the grain liquor. But it's not the case that because we drink alcohol that we make offering of it. But we make offering of the liquor 3 rounds, and then you can sprinkle it on the ground. 3 rounds. 3 cups in 3 rounds. Just like when we pray in the past. Only by doing that, then you will get rich. But you just keep shouting it without doing anything. There are not even liquor or alcohol at all here. You're just shouting it, but that's all empty. So 3 cups of liquor, and place the grain alcohol, the liquor now, a bottle of it, 3 bottles. You're just sitting and standing there without doing anything. You have to do it now. She's here. So those who see her or coming home, you want to get rich and you don't make offering. But I've told you, you need to offer white hatha, white flour or champa, white spirit. 3 rounds, 2 mirrors. Is it white? Let me see. Oh no. Is that baijiu? Cups. In a panic? We all want to get rich. So tense. Okay. Therefore, offering is extremely important. You want us to shout, get rich, get rich, get rich. And then she came, she descends, she came, and then that's it. And she will turn around and leave. You're just chanting without making any offering. Now we have this liquor. Let me try. It's sweet. That's very good. What kind of liquor is this? Grape wine. It's brandy, I think. Okay, get rich.
保护
Get rich.
不是我要喝酒，
It's not me who wants to drink.
是真的他来了。
She truly came.
这是第二巡啊，
This is the second round.
供养他呢一定要的。
So this is a must in making offering to her.
所以那个扎基拉姆，你
Therefore,
暴富的话，
Tasilamu, if you want to get rich, 3 rounds of
要白色的
alcohol, white hata,
要沾巴，
jampa,
面粉，
or white
白色
flour,
的面粉，
wheat flour,
那白色的哈达，
white hata, white liquor or
然
spirit,
后呢两面镜子，
and 2 mirrors.
手上代表拿着他的日夜，
Those to symbolize the sun and moon that she's holding on her
才可以
hands.
礼仪啦。他的礼仪就是这个样子，酒不是自己喝的，你不要学世尊一样。
Only then it would satisfy the requirement. You should not copy Grandmaster and drink it. That's not for you.
我哋特間攏大嘆錢，
But you need to sprinkle it. You need to pour it on the ground as a gesture of
就
offering.
是跟大家講的第一個，
So this is what I like to tell you.
不能只講
The first requirement, you cannot just keep shouting, get rich, get rich. You have to make offering and be in union so that she doesn't come and then turn around and leave right away. This is a must.
啊，是很好。
That's good.
洋酒，
Let's drink.
夠了夠了。
That's enough.
很喜歡喝酒，就
I don't like to drink much, but a little bit is fine.
啊，這個是第一個要跟大家講的。
So this is the first one I would like to tell you. Second,
大白傘蓋佛母，
tomorrow at the Rainbow Temple, Siddhartha, the Buddha Mother with white parasol, is a very rare
你
Homa.
懂得的話，
If you know,
羅那上師啊，
back then Norna Rinpoche, Master Norna, from Sikang, West Kham,
一直到中統，
came to the central plain to propagate the Buddha Dharma.
他也兼白教、
Norna
白兩教的
Master,
主，
who's the patriarch for Nyingmapa and Kagyupa,
到西藏，進入中國，到中土來弘法。
came from Tibet to China or the central
那上
plain.
師的傳承當中，
In his
知
lineage,
道在香港，
as I know, in Hong Kong,
像劉業之、
like Liu Yizhi,
谭希勇、
Tan Xiu,
江，
Wu Runjiang,
江是华场上师，吴润江，
Hua Chang Master,
他们很重视罗那上师的傳承，
they
重視大
highly value Master Norna's lineage,
在
Siddhartha.
华本里面，
In
伞蓋佛母
the sadhana or practice procedure, the Siddhartha occupies a large part of it.
为什么罗那上师非常的重视？
So why Norna Rinpoche highly values Siddharthabhadra?
一切如来
Because
上帝
she is the Usnisha,
所化现的
the
大上盖文，
apex of all Tathagatas, emanating light, transforming into Siddharthabhadra.
的这个华本，我
So the practice procedure that's transmitted by Norna Rinpoche
很大的部分
is with me. I have it. It occupies a large part of it.
传给了明和尚，
So it was transmitted by Master Norna to the Venerable Mang Liao Ming to me.
华场上师
And in Hong Kong,
将
Master Hua Chang or Urun Jiang
他的传承下来的，也是很多的
Oh,
大白
lineage.
修持法。
There are many practice procedures of Siddharthabhadra. There are many mantras.
假咒，
And I just chose one, the Arma
每一个
mantra.
咒语的力量是一样的。
And the power of each mantra is the same.
后逆所哈，它还有回遮咒，
There's also the rebounding shield mantra
力
too.
量 power 非常大。
It's with extremely great power.
我身上
Like some people say,
头
I have been cast some spells or black magic.
真你主起的话，它力量
And then if you become primary supplicant for Siddharthabhadra, she generates great power. And even the God,
它都可以。
God, she can protect,
当初就是因为天地
she can even protect the heavenly gods. That was because of the battle between God or Indra with Asura.
化身为大白伞盖，
So Sakyamuni Buddha's Usnishas emanated light that transformed into Siddharthabhadra,
做结界，
the great white parasol,
全部结
and
界，
by that power protect and cover the whole heavens, the whole sky.
赢得敌人。
So they won over the enemies.
大白伞盖修大白伞盖的话，
So if you practice Siddharthabhadra Dharma,
身上的这些疾病
then the illnesses that you have will be eliminated.
所有的杠头全部都去
Then all black magics and spells will be eradicated.
身上，因为
And the attached spirits will leave you because you have the Siddharthabhadra's mantra on you. She can protect you,
能做结界，
and you can perform the protection and perform her practice. Then you would become very powerful, truly great
所以不可以轻忽。
strength,
大白伞盖佛
powerful. So you should not undermine Siddharthabhadra Homa.
随随便便哪一尊来，我们都是一样的。
Don't think that everything is the same and you just casually attend. No, but Siddharthabhadra is different.
在他所有传法当中，非常
In
重要
all the Dharma transmission of Norna Rinpoche, Siddharthabhadra is a very important, crucial, and great protector.
自己，
She can protect yourself, your family,
甚至你一个
and
村庄，
even the whole
一
village,
个国家
the whole country even.
一个国家，它的力量很大，
She has tremendous power.
所有很多的灾难，
Therefore, many calamities
去除掉。
because of
想
Siddharthabhadra
要跟大家报告，
can be eliminated, eradicated.
在佛母的父母是不同。
So Siddharthabhadra Homa is different. It's very special.
我告诉你
Do you understand? Wakaru?
normal, こんにちは。
So those are the two matters I would like to. Now we can shout, "Get rich, get rich, get rich." Then in this way it will be effective. But if you just shout without doing anything, without following the rules, then that's nothing. It's meaningless. Because at the beginning of our group practice, he came, so that's why, and we have made the offering. So now it will be effective. So in the Q&A from South Africa, Lotus Yongyuan. From South Africa, Grandmaster Sumu Trubudasko Amitabha, on May 18, 2025, at the Rainbow Temple, Ragaraja or Aizen Homa ceremony, Grandmaster said that the sixth patriarch Huineng awakened upon hearing this phrase from the Vajra Sutra, "Let the mind arise without abiding anywhere." So may I ask Grandmaster, how about you? Which scripture and which statement did it make you gain enlightenment? So let me just talk about this six patriarch Huineng's, "Let the mind arise without abiding anywhere." That is actually the unconditional Dharma. The unconditional Dharma. The conditioned Dharma, Sakyamuni Buddha said in the Vajra Sutra, all conditioned Dharma, it's like a dream, an illusion, bubbles, and shadow. It's like a dew and a lightning. Yeah, we should always keep this in mind. This is a very important statement. So what is unconditioned? I do it for no particular reason. This is the key. Purify your own mind. Sakyamuni Buddha said, don't do evil, always do good and purify the mind. Is Buddha Dharma all about? That's Buddhism. Avoid all evil. Never do anything bad, because there is a effect or retribution of it. There's karma. Never do anything evil or bad, and you want to perform the 10 virtuous deeds. And we want to eliminate all negative thoughts so that there is no negative seed that would result in karma. And always do good. That's the practice or the Dharma for the heavens. And what is that? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ teaches us to do good, to be good, and then you can go to the heavens. So purify the mind, that's the unconditioned Dharma. You don't do good because you want to go to heavens. And that is the same as let the mind arise without abiding anywhere. So you have this mind or thoughts not because of anything, and that would be the true merit. That's why the Vajrasutra states that the so-called merit is no merit, and that is the true merit, and that's the concept. I don't do it for any reasons. So whatever I do, it's not because of anything. But I do everything that's beneficial to sentient beings. So I don't do it for any reason, not for your own recognition, your fame, or benefits, or wealth, or for any motives whatsoever. Then that's not unconditional. There's no merit. You do many things, but you do it without expecting anything at all, and for no reason at all. Then that would be having the mind arising without abiding anywhere. That's called the unconditioned Dharma. The unconditional Dharma does not mean you do not do anything, but you do it without any reasons or motives or expectations or anything at all. You still do it though. So that's the concept here, the principle. When the sixth patriarch Huineng heard this statement in the Vajrasutra, he gained enlightenment. And Grandmaster gained enlightenment because of unattainability. So I had realization because of the unattainability. The Vimalakirti Sutra states so one Dharma gate, not two. Right? What's stated? Non-dual Dharma gate in the Vimalakirti Sutra. It's only one. And what is the Dharma gate? It cannot be spoken. Vimalakirti did not say. And Manjushri Bodhisattva regarded Vimalakirti to be right, not to speak of it. He knows that there is nothing to gain in the Saha world. Since you have nothing to gain, then what do you seek in the Saha world? Then you have nothing to seek or to strive for. So Wang Shouren, Wang Ansi, that wrote the poem, knowing the world there is nothing to ask. The mind with nothing to ask is at peace and empty. Yet in the dreams we follow the dream to accomplish the merit of the grain of sand. It's written by Wang Shouren. Knowing the world like the dream, knowing that the world is life is a dream, there's nothing to seek. Because this world is just like a dream, and there's nothing to gain in the Saha world. So like all the wars nowadays, that's the dumbest thing. That is the most foolish things of humanity.
你能够得到什么？
What can you get from
整
it?
个历史上都告诉我们，
The history kept telling us there's nothing that you can have
没有
and
一个
keep.
国家能够永远存在。
There is not a country that can stay forever. All the dynasties in China, Tang, Isha, Sangzhou, Qing, Han, 四国,
南北朝、
Yuejin, Northern and Southern dynasties,
唐宋元明清，
Sui, Tang, Song, Yan, Ming,
到今
Qing,
天的
all the dozens of dynasties of China until
哪一
today.
个朝代是多少年都好像都是分配好。
It's a number of years for dynasty as if it's all scripted.
当初的时候，周文王
Back then, King Wen of Zhou dynasty, King Wen of Zhou dynasty
在渭水见到了姜子牙，
met Jiang Ziya,
然后他这个周文王，他就是拖着姜子牙坐
and
在
King Wen,
轿子上。
Jiang Ziya was seated on the chariot, and the king was pulling the chariot and could only walk 880 steps. That's why Jiang Ziya said that the Zhou dynasty will last 880 years.
文王一听，那我
And when King Wen heard that, oh, let me continue to walk a few more steps then. But that's it. That's predestined.
定数的。
Everything is predestined.
一个国家的兴盛跟衰弱本来就有定
The
数。
prosperity and decline of a country is all fixed.
有一天，你这个国家就没有。
Maybe you can last for hundreds and hundreds of years, but one day it will disappear and the new dynasty will come up,
在这个地球上的征战
will arise.
当然最大的
So on this small earth, people fight each other. The greatest empire was the Mongolian Empire, but where is it now?
这个
They went across Africa, Europe, Asia, under Genghis Khan. Where is he now? Where is it now?
你看以前的亚述国、
Or the
罗
Assyrian
马大帝国
Empire, the Roman Empire.
在了，那是历史上的演变就是这样子。
So that's how history is,
所以一切
how
都是无
it's
所得啊！你谁能够得到什么
ever changing. So everything is unattainable. What can you attain?
英雄？
Talking about the hero under the heavens,
哪一个能够
which
长久
one can stay
最
forever?
高的领袖，最高的
Now you become the most powerful and greatest leader, and you think that you're the head,
对不对？到时候
but
你也没有
eventually you will fall.
也是无所得啊！谁
At the end,
东西？
at the end, you will lose it all. So there's nothing that you could have or gain. When you understand this, you would gain
才
enlightenment.
知道无为而
Then you know there is
不存在的。
it does not matter, and then you can
释迦牟尼佛讲，
do unconditionally. Sakyamuni Buddha talk about unconditioned dharma,
如梦幻泡影，
because everything conditioned is like a dream, a bubble, a dew, lightning. Always keep that in mind.
你如果认清楚无所得，你就
If
强求什么？
you are very clear about unattainability, you will never force yourself or strive for anything. Everything just letting it take its natural course, and I do what I'm supposed to do. The rest is just let it be. Go with the flow. So I never strive for anything. Like my lifespan, when Golden Mother told me I live to be a certain age, that's fine. I just do whatever I'm supposed to do every day. I never force it. So we just want to be happy, that's all. So Lianhua Yongyuan from South Africa asked me which statement made me gain enlightenment, unattainability. Because there's nothing to gain. And because of that statement, I became enlightened. I'm not trying to show off or to flaunt it, but that's how it is. Even if you're an emperor, that's how it is. You're a president, and that's how it is. Just that. No big deal. What else would you want to be? Anything? Nothing else. It's best to be an emperor. You have 3,000 concubines, but they all die one by one. Even all those beautiful girls will age, and then you turn around and look, they're all old ladies. Do you know how many dinner offerings during this period of the grand ceremony? So different disciples around Grandmaster. Of course, the one that make meal offering are rather rich, because the young and beautiful ladies usually have no money. So around me are either grandpa or grandmas. So I cannot eat. I lost my appetite. Once in a great while, there's some beautiful ones. So, and Master Huijin would say, it will be a beautiful dinner tonight, which she meant that there are some young ones. Otherwise, they are all grandpas and grandmas, and I am too. Me too, elderly, and nothing to look at. I am a grandpa. So all those who dine together with me are all grandpas and grandmas. So you say, can I eat happily? If there are some younger ones, then we would chat more. But when the elderlies, they would drop their teeth when they talk. We all have age. Our generation, some of us have left, have passed away. My schoolmates have gone about a quarter of my college classmates have left, passed the world. There's someone. I love my teacher. I said the name, and someone went to Pingtung and she's still alive. Oh my gosh. The teacher is still alive. Oh, Amitabha. She must be 90 or over 90. So the teacher is still alive.
给我看，哎妈，
And then they show her picture now. Oh my
跟我
gosh.
年轻的那个油柜老师啊，一看，哎呦天哪，我真的不认得。
The teacher Yu Kui, when I saw the picture, I could not recognize
他跟他先生一起
her. And her photo together with her husband.
同门哦，实在很可爱。
So this disciple was
跑到屏东
so adorable. I was talking about her name, and immediately they went to Pingtung and found her and took photos.
就是他还在。
So she's still alive. 张友贵 teacher.
写油柜老师，我不敢写。
What I wrote in my book is teacher Yu Kui, did not include her family name. I didn't dare. Little did I know that she's still alive. But the way she looks now, a very elderly lady.
里面写无爱无私，就是写他。
So in my article, I wrote, I love my teacher, and that was about
过去
her.
的话啊，
That was about the past.
我们谈这个
Now
楞严经，
we will discuss the Surangama Sutra. This one is rather easy.
陈朝理所
Ananda, every morning you rub your head with your hand. What do you think? The knowing
能为在所，
in the rubbing, who is it that feels? Is the feeler in the hand or is it in the head?
落在一
If it were in the hand, then the head would not be aware of it. Then how could that be called touching? If it were in the head, then the hand would be useless. And how could that be called touching? If each had it, then you, Ananda, would have two bodies. If the touch arises from the contact of the head and the hand, then the hand and the head would be of one substance. If they were one substance, then there would be no need for contact. If they were two separate substances, then where would the touch be? If it is in one, then it would not be in the other.
因缘非自然性。
The touch does not occur between empty space and you either. Therefore, you should know that neither the sense of touch nor the body has any basis. That is to say, the touching and both the body are illusory and false. It is neither dependent rising nor self-rising. So Sakyamuni Buddha said, you use your hand to rub your head, and you can feel that. You can perceive the touch.
的知觉
Is the perception
是头产
in the hand or on the head?
他意思是这样子讲啊。如果
That's what he
你
meant.
摸你的头，
So when you touch your head,
触觉从哪里产生出来？
where did the touching feeling
还是在
come
头
from?
产生出来的吗？
Is it from the hand or the head? If it is in the hand, then the head would not know.
如果是在头，
If it's in the
也
head,
不知道
then the hand would not know.
什么叫做触呢？
So what is
各个有
touching?
他说这个有感觉，所有感觉，
And since you have a feeling in the hand and on the head, then you have two bodies.
做头跟手一触所生，头跟手都是一碰就有感觉到。
So when the hand and the head touch each other, then you can perceive the sensation. So if the hand and the head are one, so where is the touch?
他说他是这样子讲的，就
That's what he said. That's the analogy that Sakyamuni Buddha gave.
就是说那个触的感觉、接触的感觉，
So
也不
the sensation of touch is neither on the hand or on the head. It's not on the body either.
也不是身体感觉的，
It's not felt by the body
其
either.
实根本这种感觉是没有触觉，
So this kind of sensation
希望
is non-existent,
这
illusory
个
and
感觉
false.
啊，或者是碰到身体呀、跟这个触觉呀、
So the sensation, the contact, the touch have no self-nature. So has no basis. It's illusory and false, and neither dependent rising nor self-rising. He explained it very clearly. This piece is very simple. But let me tell you, next, there will be the troublesome one. Oh, heavens, Sakyamuni Buddha is so wordy. It's endless. After talking about the 12 phases now, he'll be talking about the 18 realms. And what are they? Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. Form, smell, scent, taste, touch, and dharmas. And add to it the 6 consciousnesses for a total of 18. They're all illusory and false. That would be the end, but no, he explained it one by one for a long time until you all become dizzy. So, might as well talking about my past love stories. Why are you clapping? Actually, there is a feeling about contact or touch. It does not arise from the body, not my body, not your body. But the feeling of touch, it's like igniting fire by rubbing woods. In the ancient time, when they had no fire, they twist and rub a pointed stick onto a block of wood. And because of the heat, the fire is generated. But the fire does not come from the stick and also does not come from the wood block. It does not come from the empty space. So the same meaning. Where did the fire come from? Igniting fire by rubbing two pieces of woods. Or we can use a magnifying glass and the sun rays and a flammable paper. And when it's focused and pointed, then there would be fire. Where did the fire come from? From the empty space? No. From the magnifying glass? No. From the paper? No. Where did it come from? From the sun rays? Well, if that's the case, then the whole earth would be on fire. So that's why it has no self-nature. That's what he meant, what the Buddha meant. In the past, when I was together with my girlfriend, which one should I talk about? I had too many. They're all different, every one of them. Is there anyone? They're all the same. You think the contact will all the same? Will all be the same? No. It's not generated by my body and not from the other's body. Just with hugging. When two people are hugging each other, you have a feeling. Then there's a spark if the two of them feel. If one feels it and the other one does not, then the one not feeling it has no sensation. Just with one hug, Sometimes it's cold. Sometimes it's just a greeting, like handshake. When you see each other, you shake hands and you have a feeling. Oh, then that means they're sincere. And sometimes very cold. And you can feel that the person is not sincere in shaking your hand. Just a normal acquaintance, or just a gesture, like those going for election. You know, they're not very sincere. Just a slight touch, so you would have different feel. The same between man and woman. If you feel the same, no matter who you hug, then you're strange. If you hug the old Bodhisattva, you would feel the same way?
No. No, thank you.
You would feel no, thank you. They're all different. Where did the feeling come from? Where does the feeling come from? So a different feeling when two bodies are hugging each other. Some are being forced. Then you have no feeling. Or maybe you would feel appalled by it. But if it's mutually willing, then that's different. But still, it's different for different one. Right? Reverend Lily, is that the case? We're all very old now. Reverend Lily too, it's very old. She's only 1 year younger than I am. Men hug each other too. Yeah. But I have no feeling about that. Some, like in Taiwan temple, there was a young lady came over, Li Qian. I was eating and she knelt next to me. And I asked her, what are you doing? And she said, Grandmaster, hug me. So I hugged her. When Li Qian was small, she was very small. She was dining together once with my grandson, Jaden. So she's like a granddaughter. But when I hugged her, I found her to have grown up. So there was a feeling. And she told me, I want a hug. So I hugged her at the cafeteria at the Taiwan temple. So she's very coquettish, very flirtatious. So after she's grown up, of the 3 little girls, now Li Qian is most flirtatious, and then Yiting, who is not, and she looks nice. So she has to learn.
连倩她就会撒娇，撒娇就变得很可爱。
And but Li Qian is very
就是那个
flirtatious, so she's very
那时候3个小女生
adorable.
李琦呀，
And then Li Qi, the 3 little girls,
李琦，
she acts cute.
哦，你看她的那个网站，她是
And Li Qi is a little bit over. Look at, she's a internet celebrity. She was really tiny before and wanted me to hold her hand when she was
已经
young.
长大了，
And now she's grown up
哇，太成熟了。
and she's too mature.
就坐她旁边嘛，
One time we were sitting on the bus together and she sat next to me. I wanted to ask her,
2个是真的假的？
your 2 things are real or not?
你那个是真的还是假的？因为小的时候
Are
你会想
those real or not? Because when you were little, you were so
我
tiny.
经常抱她嘛，
They were nothing. But now, how come she became like that?
真的我不敢抱她，真的
I don't dare to hug her.
所以因为不敢抱她，所以不知道是真的假的。
And because I don't dare to hug her, I don't know whether those are real or not.
另外啊，在小孩子堆里面，还有一个
And in the group of children, there's another one, Huang
对
Jing.
啊，黄静啊，摸头的时候，我摸
When I was giving blessings on the head for all the little kids, and Huang Jing was one of them,
那些小孩子稍微大一点。
although she's a bit more grown up than the
在
kids.
黄静来，这一次
And this time, Huang Jing came,
他要离开的时候，
and before she left, so
她的
strange,
眼睛
I looked into her eyes and
我也是
I saw
他
myself.
的那个祖父辈，他像我的
I'm like her grandpa,
一样了。那时候很小，
just like her
在那
granddaughter.
时候一个摸小孩子的时候，他还在小孩堆里面呢。
When I was blessing all the children, she was one of them.
那时候那个双年也在小孩堆里面哦，
And Song Lian
在
too
小孩堆里面。
just joined the children.
双年呢？双年在哪里？在
Where's Song
你
Lian?
是不是在小孩堆里面？
Were you in the
那时候我就
children
问你，你
group?
是小孩吗？
So I asked you, are you a child or not? And you said yes.
如果不
So
是
I
小孩
touched your head too. Because if you're not a kid, I would not touch your head.
黄静也在里面嘛。
And Huang Jing was one of them too.
奇怪哦，这一次看到黄静了，
But so strange this time, when I saw her and she was about to return to Taiwan,
我看她流泪，
and she was
她
crying,
流泪，我也流泪。
and I was shedding tears too. So what's going on?
要查一查，她到底是以前我什么人？
So I needed to check who she was. Who was she in the past lives?
一般人
Why did she cry?
她怎么
But
看到她
most of the time they don't cry.
她掉泪，我也掉泪。
She was crying, I was crying this time.
怎么会这样？
So how could it be? I don't know.
总是那一种，就是一种接触的感觉，
So that's a feeling of
不
contact
一样。
or touch. It's different.
所以我觉得王静好像是有一些来历的，
So I feel that Huang Jing has some
就像那个
history
扎
or
基拉姆跟我讲，
origin, like what Jajilamu told me.
那位小圣
Ayrton,
啊，他是
Xiao Seng, Ayrton, is the son of a heavenly king.
说是头
she came from God. So that's why on his head there's a mark, a clockwise curl of hair. So he's a son of God, or Indra. And Xiao Jing too, Ethan. So several kids have some, and also Xiao Da, Alex, and Xiao Hua, DJ, and Xiao Jing, Ethan, and Xiao Seng, Erden. They all have their own origins. And Erden is the son of a heavenly God. So, being in contact, you would generate different kinds of feel. However, the body and the touch are all false and illusory. And the origin is neither dependent arising nor self-arising. It's not due to causes and conditions, and also not self-existing or self-arising. So this is this piece tonight. So when you touch your head with your hand, the feeling does not come from the hand, not from the head, and it's not the body, it's not from the contact, but it's not self-arising, it's not dependent arising on causes and conditions. So like the 12 pieces, the 18 realms are all the same. They're all false and illusory. Next, we will talk about the 18 realms. It's just an extenuation, it's just adding 3 kinds. Now, 2 kinds, 2 groups, that's 12. The 3 groups, that's 18. 6 plus 6 plus 6. 6 roots, all based on 6 roots. So Sakyamuni Buddha is talking about this. When the wife and the husband argued, and the wife said, "Even the devil is better than you." And the husband immediately retorted, "You will never marry a devil, because the law states that you should not marry your close relatives." So the husband is also quite sharp. The girl said, "I plan to secretly buy a house." And her best friend asked, "Why do you have to do it secretly?" And then she replied, "I secretly buy a house, and then my boyfriend and I would rent the house, and then ask my boyfriend to pay for the rent. Then I don't have to pay the mortgage." Wow, she's so shrewd. So do you dare to marry such a girl? The worst tragedy in life is that, this is a Chinese The youth is gone, but the acne stays. But in Chinese, they kind of rhyme.
悲剧就是青春已经不在了，可是青春痘还在啊。
The springtime is gone, but the spring pimples are still
小
there.
明跟医生讲，医生啊，
Xiaoming told the
晚上
doctor,
上床睡觉以后，身体
when
就
I
开始
get
发
on
冷
bed and going to sleep, my body feels really cold. And the doctor said, yeah, it happened to me too. And at such a time, I would hug my wife and then I would become warm. And Xiaoming said, oh, that's a good way. So when is she available?
小明很聪明，
Xiaoming is so smart.
妻子很生气的骂他的先生，
The wife is really angry, scolding the husband. Why are you
丈夫呢
peeking into my diary?
半天才讲，
And the
你
husband
你
was
是怎么知道的？
was speechless and then finally said, how did you know?
妻子呢，
And then the wife
声
said,
色俱厉的回答，因为我
Uh,
刚刚看了你
unmoved and said, because I looked into your diary, which you wrote that you were peeking into my diary.
彼此，
So the same.
这个妻子呢，正在这个
The
站在
wife
那个是什么？那个磅秤啊，磅秤上面
is standing on a scale to check her body weight,
先生在旁边偷笑，
and she found her husband is smiling
你是不
secretly.
是嫌我胖？
So the wife said, oh, you think I'm too fat?
先生
And the
又收起了
husband
笑容，一脸
Stopped smiling and seriously said,
体重来讲，
according to your weight, your height should be 180 centimeter.
不是胖，
So you're not fat, but you're too short.
啊，时间差不多了，谢
It's
谢。
about time. Thank you, everyone. Om Mani Padme.
活佛保
这样子哦，我刚刚讲那个梦诗啊，
Oh, let me
如梦无所求，
talk about that poem about
心普空寂
life is a dream.
啊。
Knowing that life is a dream, I have nothing to ask.
成就河沙梦功德。
A heart and mind without anything to ask is peaceful and empty.
王安石做的，王安石做的这个梦诗，
Yet in the dreams, I follow the dreams to fulfill
你们懂得历史的，
the merit of the grain of sand. Is Wang Ansi, Wang Shouren?
哎，
The poem is by Wang Ansi,
哎，王阳明绝对不是的。
not Wang Yangming, definitely.
王守仁就是王阳明。王安石是当道长，王安石变法是吗？我在历史上，我觉得是
Wang Ansi is from the Song dynasty, and Wang Shouren is Wang
是理学专
Yangming.
家没？王阳明我知道王阳明是理学专家，但是他又叫王安石吗？
So is Wang Yangming Wang Ansi? No.
哦，是这样子。
Wang Yangming.
哦，王安石是，那是王安石，是王安石。
So the poem is by Wang Ansi.
不是
So I want to correct that. It's not by Wang Shouren, but by Wang Ansi.
有人把我的这个意见嘛，那时候写给李敖。
So someone wrote my opinion to Li Ao. So Li Ao said
搞不清楚。
that Seng Yen Lu does not know about history.
对历史哈，
Li Ao said
那个人物搞不清。
that he
李敖他是本身
mix the people
历史系毕业的，
because Li Ao
当然是比较懂。
is a historian, graduated from Taiwan University.
但是我
Of course, I've studied history, but
王守仁、这王阳明，
Wang Ansi, Wang Shouren, and Wang Yangming, I often mix them up.
所以是王安石才对。
So Wang Ansi is correct.
是更正一下，
Wang Yangming is a philosopher.
如果李敖会
So,
从里面出来，
so I like to correct it. Otherwise, Li Ao, knowing that he would came up from the spirit world and told me I made a mistake.
哦，对了对了，所以我始终以为是王守仁，其实是王安石才对。
It's
所以要跟
the poem by Wang Ansi.
坟墓里面出来。
Otherwise, Li Ao will come out from his grave looking for me.
是皈依吗？
Now it's
皈依
refuge.
不是过关就可以了吗？
Uh,
摸顶就可以了啦。
it's the same by getting the blessing on the head
皈依证书拿走。
and just hold your refuge certificate. And when I bless that, that's refuge, okay?
啊，不用。
There's no need to be lining up for the refuge separately. Just do it during the moting
皈依证书拿走。
and hold the refuge certificate on your hand. And during the blessing or empowerment banner, that would be done at the same time.